God, He made me. He said I'm perfect. With all my flaws, I'm worth it. So there's nothing I'm lacking.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm going to be talking about all things law, but I'm going to break it down even simpler for you guys and talk about prosecution and being a defense attorney and which one I decided to go with and why. So let's get started. So first, being a prosecutor, okay? Now I'm going to talk about kind of like the pros and cons of it and just my thoughts on it and what I think. So when you talk about being a prosecutor, the very first things that go along with being a prosecutor is when you get your first case, okay? Or any case. Now, usually most cases begin with a warrant arrest, correct? Yes. So generally, the prosecutor's attorney's office is involved in the case. And so now once the prosecutor decides that this person needs to be charged for the crime, okay, they then review all the reports, okay? This could be of who they're trying to put away, like anybody involved, they have to review. And usually this like starts an investigation, okay? So you have a police investigation, then the prosecutor has to investigate. So the police and prosecutor are usually on the same team, on the same side, if that makes sense. And the prosecutor can issue a charge if he or she has reasonable proof, reasonable evidence to support that call. Now, when it comes to prosecutors, they usually are in lingo with the DA's office, and that's usually, how they get their cases and stuff. And for me, I'm more of a defense attorney type of thing because I don't believe in putting people away, especially my kind of people, just because, a lot of cases that I see even today, there's so many innocent people that get locked up and just do not have a say. Like once people find you guilty, even though there's this rule about, innocent until proven guilty, it's really hard to come back from that. Like you just really got to make sure that you don't get even called to court because it's so hard to get out once you're in. And so that's more so why I'm leaning towards being a defense attorney. One more thing I wanted to point out about prosecutors is that for prosecutors, the judges usually favor them, but that doesn't mean that, you can't win a case as a defense attorney because that's not true. So I just wanted to point that out. And the pay, don't expect the pay to be all that great, okay guys? It is not hyped up as it's supposed to be. That's why your girl's getting 4 degrees. And you don't have to, you could be a defense attorney, but you could also be, I don't know, like a well-rounded attorney. Like that's what I really want to be, is a well-rounded attorney. But a lot of my cases will be, defending, my clients and stuff. Now, moving on to the defense attorney, my favorite part. I believe that we all should have a say, and the way they locking people up left and right, charges up to kazoo, you wouldn't even think of it. I'm telling you, y'all, you really got to know the system. You really got to know your laws, because there's some tricky laws in there where it's like they don't specifically say a charge or this, but lawyers will kind of tie that to it. But you just got to know where you stand. You just got to know the law. And so that's something that I'm very passionate about, is really not putting my people away in these jail cells, but actually helping them get out and being like a normal citizen, because I done seen a lot, and I'm only 24, 25. My birthday coming up, so that's why I said that. But yeah, so if you guys have any more questions, I know this video is kind of short, but if you guys have any more questions, I will try to answer them as best as possible, because granted, I'm still learning. And if I had said something that was either wrong in the video, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct. But yeah, that's just a few pointers that I've learned and why I decided to be a defense attorney and not prosecutor. So hit your girl up in a couple years once I pass my JD. Alright, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, see y'all in the next video.